Yo, we got another video. This video is really just about Jaylen Brown and the Boston Celtics. And the Jaylen Brown disrespect has to stop, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Jaylen Brown, or assuming Kate Cunningham, actually, nah, forget that. I think Kate Cunningham was clearly the most overrated MVP candidate, putting up the worst stats out of everybody on the worst efficiency. But, bro, Jaylen Brown is definitely the best option in the East. Yeah, because everybody else is in the West. Bro, I didn't even think about that. All four of the people that they're talking about to win MVPs in the West. But, anyways, bro, Jaylen Brown has to stop being disrespected, bro. Jaylen Brown just dropped 43 points on the Heat today, bro. Like, J- okay, Jaylen Brown has been a top 5 player this season. Easily. Great at defense. He's probably going to make an all defensive team. And he's averaging, what is he averaging? Wait, this man, oh, yeah, this is it. 28.8, bro. Almost 29 points per game. We never thought Jaylen Brown was gonna get to this level. Like, this is insane, bro. It's crazy to me how Jaylen Brown isn't even being considered at this point. And I don't know why the media isn't even like talking about Jaylen Brown, because like I seen people briefly mention Jaylen Brown, but after Tatum came back, that shit was all dead. Now, I'm gonna be honest, I was one of those people who would be like, oh yeah, Tatum's back, Jaylen Brown can't really win MVP anymore, because like out of all the people in the MVP conversation, he definitely has the best teammate. And you could argue fully healthy that Jason Tatum is better than Jaylen Brown. But with both of them playing, Jaylen Brown has been outperforming Jason Tatum. And basically I just needed to see it for me to be like, oh yeah, Jaylen Brown still deserves it. But like, Jaylen Brown deserves to be at least top 3 in MVP voting, in my opinion. Like, look at these games. Like, yeah, he had a bad game against the Wizards. Like, but ever since his OKC game, he's dropped over 29 points in all of these games. And some of these games were on bad efficiency. Yes, I see this 31% from the field, 34% from the field. But all these other games are good efficiency. Like, bro, also Jaylen Brown's been very clutch this season. And Jaylen Brown just has a total package. He's getting assists this year. Um, Obviously he's rebounding a little bit more. Again, playing all defensive level defense. And me personally, I would have him easily above Wemby. Like, yeah, in like, okay, here's the thing with MVP. I feel like MVP should also be considered like the Celtics. Some people like me didn't even have the Celtics making the playoffs, but now the Celtics are going to make the playoffs as more than likely the 2 seed. Now, obviously, there's still like a week and a half left, so they could drop down, but oh, they could also go up too. I forgot they're only like a game or two behind the Pistons, I think. But I don't know, man. I just don't like the Jaylen Brown's spec, bro. Jaylen Brown has easily been a top 5 player this year. If I had to like, it's April 1st. Like, I made the MVP video like a week ago, and what I'm saying right now may have changed from a week ago. But if I had to like rank who I would think should win MVP at this point, I definitely still got Luca, Jaylen Brown, Wemby, Jokic. The only reason I say Jokic is fifth is because there was literally a whole month stretch where you could say Jokic was almost a negative for the Nuggets, and you can't say that about any other player on the list. Besides maybe Luca. There was a point where like Luca and his defense was getting questioned, but that was really like a whole team thing. I feel like Jokic being the center, and I don't know. I feel like a bad Jokic is worse than a bad Luca. I'll say that for sure. And again, even if you don't want to like go off just like defense, like if you look at Jokic's stats, and I believe it was like basically after he came back from injury, and I know he was just coming back from injury, but it was getting to a point where like 2 to 3 weeks, all of Jokic's stats were down. And again, all the other MVP candidates haven't really had anything like that besides Wemby, obviously. But Wemby's case was based off defense. But either way, bro. Like the Jaylen Brown disrespect has to stop. Jaylen Brown should be MVP candidate. Should be only be a first team if K doesn't come back. But I think he should make All NBA first team anyway because I think he's had a better season than Kate Cunningham. And yeah, this is what I think. Let me know what y'all think. I'm going to end the video right there.